alright. Long time no see. I'm not even going to bother saying that anymore. But it's been a little while since I made a decent review video. Well, it's been a really long while because I've never done one. A decent review video, that is. But I've seen that this Note Edge has come out. Yeah, slightly bigger, edged screen. Innovation. Yeah, I'm not dissing it. I'm not saying it's rubbish. You know, I'm sure it's good. I haven't picked it up and looked at it yet. I just got a bit tired of the Android scene being a bit stale, as the Apple one was when I was in that one, and then I sort of jumped ship to Android. Come back to Apple for a bit. Obviously the computers are always Apple, so I like editing with those, but the phones have been Android for a while. Now I've stuck with iOS, iPhone for, I don't know, 3-4 months, something like that. And yes, the new iOS 8 is released soon, which again borrows more features from Android. I'm totally aware of that. And they're both good operating systems, but once I stick with one for a while, I get bored of it. I'm really looking forward to the update, the Android L, Lollipop, whatever you want to call it. It does look decent, quite nice. Flat colours, everything's going flat again. I quite like that. But I am genuinely interested to see what Apple release on the Tuesday, 9th of September. Clearly, they're going to bring out this new, bigger iPhone. We've seen that everywhere. We haven't really seen much about this watch though. I know everyone's saying it's going to be out on the Tuesday or announced, but I don't know. The thing is, they've got to get it right. Everything they do so far, whether it's the smartphones, the ultra-thin laptops, or the music player, whatever they did, they kind of did it really well. Like, they sort of changed tablet computers. I'm not just saying they're the best and they're the ultimate. Yes, they sort of take an idea that's already there and they polish it up a bit, make it very expensive, and it does well usually. So whatever they sell, whatever they put out is going to sell. I'm aware of that. But I'm interested in this watch if it arrives. I've been using Pebble, if you saw my other video, I've been using it since about June, and I actually feel lost without it now. But the biggest benefit of this is the battery life for me. You look at it and the watch face is already on. Now this Moto 360 and a couple of the Android Wear watches, they look good. I really like the look of them. Some are a bit bulky. The Moto 360 I think is my favourite looking one. But again, 2 days at an absolute push battery life. It's just a bit annoying. I just want to know that if I'm going away, working away 3 days, 4 days, I don't have to take another charger, whether it's wireless or magnetic or whatever. I just would like to think, right, my watch is going to last me. Because we're used to watches lasting forever. And I mean, even this one lasts a good 7 days, and even that feels like you're charging it a lot. So I think in order for it to do really well, I think it's going to have a good battery life. I've got a vision of it sort of having a colour screen, clearly. I don't know if it's going to be round or square, but everyone's sort of going, oh wow, Motorola have invented a round watch. Well done. Good idea, that. It is good, it really is good, but as you know, a lot of the tops of the corners of everything are chopped off. I think if Apple did it, they wouldn't have anything missing. It would be round and decent. But I'm really hoping for something like, you know, the kinetic watches, when you move them, they have a bearing in them and they charge, or some sort of, the front being solar powered, something so that it doesn't constantly need to be connected to a wall. The iPhone 5S is bad enough on battery. Yes, it charges very quickly, but it also runs out very quickly. Very small battery. They're addressing the battery issues with the iPhone 6, making it bigger, putting a bigger battery in it. Obviously the new operating system is going to be more economical with the power, things like that. But I just hope that if and when this watch is announced, they get it right and it's not something that's you're going to have to basically have plugged into a wall. So I'm really looking forward to what they bring out. With the iPhone 6 you see a lot of previews, you see a lot of mock-ups or designs or components, case, even seeing like what we think is the final version, but not so much with this watch. And if it was this close to being launched, you'd at least see parts, mock-ups, leaks, people saying something, and there hasn't really been anything. I've seen a couple of patent designs which show like a flat square watch with like a touch something at either side. But not a great deal. So I'd be amazed if it was out for, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they showed it. I'd be amazed if it was available anytime soon. But I'm really interested to see what it's like, because again, I thought the smartwatch thing was a bit of a gimmick. At the start, I was all for this Google Glass idea. And I thought that looked and sounded amazing. But the more I think about it, the more I wouldn't use it. I think that if you're walking around with that on, you just, I don't know, you're opening yourself up to be attacked in lots of ways, like physically attacked to get it stolen, Mickey taken out of you. I don't know, it just doesn't fit. Whereas a watch, everyone can sort of just fit in with a watch. So again, really interested to see what they do. Are you interested in it? Would you buy it? How much do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be 500 quid? Probably, knowing Apple. What would you pay up to? Do you even care? Do you mind just reaching your pocket and getting your phone out to check the time or notifications? Are you not interested? Are you interested? Let me know, because I'm going to get one anyway, just to see what it's like, review it, compare it to Pebble and stuff, and see if it's any good. Also, I suppose they need to bear in mind, is it just going to work with iOS devices? Probably. I mean, do the Android smartware stuff work with Apple? No, it sort of stays to its own, doesn't it? Whereas Pebble works with anything. So it's a little less restrictive then, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what comes out. I'm interested to know. I've only got Sunday, a couple of days to wait, and then we can all drool over the countdown and see what they come out with. But anyway, interested in what you think about watches, smartwatches in general. Let me know in comments down below. Take care now. Bye bye then.